everybody, we're home. After the trail, we got a shuttle and got us off the trail, and there were some bad storms coming up. Actually, some tornado warnings in a tornado watch. So we thought it would be best to get off the trail on day 6. It was that afternoon. We got a hold of the shuttle and got off and got back to our car. We wanted to do a wrap up and a little bit of our gear review, our big 3, and just talk to you about some of the options and some of the things we like on our gear, and go from there. So I think we got off, it was day 6, and we got home that weekend and got back into the Matrix right away. So there was nothing new there. So that explains why we got off the trail, but we did do a total of 40.2 miles, and that was 5 days and 3 hours it came out to be. So we did pretty good. We haven't really done a hike that long. We went pretty much cold turkey to Winding Stair Gap, excuse me, and started up those hills and did what we can. We wanted to just get back in touch with you guys to let you know that we're good to go, we're all right, and go from there. So
yeah, and since we were doing a hike to try out our new backpacks and our new other gear and some clothing, we kind of switched out these past few months with we had ULA packs.
Yes.
And other gear and other clothing.
Circuit.
But we wanted to see what it was like to hike with the equipment and stuff that we would imagine that we would hike on the long trail had we, been able to get on it.
Yeah. Well, we say the long trail, but that's the AT,
well, yeah.
not up in Vermont. So.
No, yeah, not that one, just the AT through hike trail. I mean, we just want to know what it would be like to hike long distance with our new equipment.
Right.
And so that's what we did. And so Jim and I, Pacemaker Buttons, we're going to review some of the small things today. So we'll stop talking and start
show you our stuff.
Showing.
Okay, so the first we just wanted to cover is our packs, and this is a Z-Pack Arc Zip. It's a 57-liter pack. We got these a while back ago, and the great thing about this stuff is made out of Dyneema. It kept all of our stuff dry while we were out there. We didn't run into a whole lot of rain except on that last, I think it was the morning of day 6. It started raining, but we knew we would be covered. We didn't use a liner. I think, Renee, you used the pack cover there at the end. And but it served us well. We're going to be continuing to use these. I'm not sure, I can't pinpoint the weight on it, but it's really light by itself. We do.
Lighter than the ULAs.
Oh yeah. We do have the Z-Pack 4-in-1 up to the front. It carries our food and for the day and snacks and. Maybe our phone and things like that. It's made out of Dyneema as well.
Yeah, I like that a lot better than the hip belt pouches on our ULA. I just like how it sits on my chest and how I fix it up. And mine is very similar to Jim's, but the hip belt and everything obviously is ordered for my size. Mm-hmm. It's a different color, mine, but I love it. The only thing that I don't like personally are once you add the ULA, I'm sorry, once you add the 4-in-1 bag, to me it's just a lot of little black straps and stuff, and Jim did a great job of taping down with some material tape, cloth fabric tape, on the extra little pieces that kind of flop around, but I didn't want anything cut either, so I think what I'm going to do next time on mine is color code it, because that's just how I am. I want it to be a little easier to strap on and find my, and I can do it by sight, but it's just a lot of little straps that
can get.
that drive me nuts. I just like it all smooth, and sometimes you just can't have it that way. But
Yeah.
it's a wonderful pack. It's a little crunchy sound-wise, but I can maneuver it. I can pick it up fully loaded, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah. So do I.
So it's worth every penny,
Yeah.
weight-wise for sure.
Oh yeah.
And it holds everything you need. It's got enough pouches, and we both have the one where you can zip the to get into the inside instead of having the netting on the back.
Yeah. It rolls from the top.
And I love that.
It rolls down from the top, and it also unzips and exposes the middle. I'm not sure if you can see this very well, but it exposes everything in the middle if you need to, and it tightens down really good. I mean, I put probably a total of 30, maybe 32 pounds with the water and the food and everything inside this pack. So,
I don't think
and
I quite that with it.
yeah, when we moved out fully loaded, it was about 26 pounds with
Mine
the food.
too.
Now, just a note, we kind of share our equipment. So I carry the tent and all the stakes and what's included in that, and she carries the stove that we both use. So we're kind of splitting gear. So it's not just an individual's, pack weight. The next thing that we want to cover is the sleeping bags that we use from Enlighten Equipment. And these are 10-degree bags. Renee's got one that's just a different color, probably different size, a little shorter. But these did really good. I mean, almost got too hot out there.
They're awesome.
It gets a little sticky when you get hot, and probably, well, we kind of tested out the gear as for the temperatures that were out there those evenings, but
We have a quilt and another sleeping bag
Yeah.
each that's for like 30 degrees or 20 degrees.
yeah,
We
and
just wanted to
there's
try this one.
there's a lot of options you can get with these are converts, and you have the option of the collar on both ends. You can use it as a quilt or zip it up like a sleeping bag, enclose the toe box, foot
And mine
box.
and his both zip together if we wanted to
Yeah,
make
make
it
it
a
one
couple's, a couple's sleeping bag,
big. Yeah.
which is really nice.
So that covers that. I mean, you'd have to look online. It has all these nice little clips that, secures it to a sleeping mat, so you can use it as a quilt and it stays still on top of you. But it worked out really good. We have some lighter sleeping bags that when it does get warmer into the 70s, we probably won't use these 10-degree bags. Obviously, this one for me, like I said, I think it's a long, extra wide because I like to toss and turn. It weighs 41 ounces, and I know that's a lot, but I thought I needed it, which I think I will in the wintertime.
Yep.
Okay, the last item that we want to cover is and I'll show a picture of this in the video, is the actual Z-Pack triplex tent. And I think you've seen the tent in the videos, day 1 through 5, or actually we didn't break it out until day 3.
Yeah.
So the night of day 3, we started using this, and I tell you what, I think we
so
slept.
easy.
We slept. Yeah, it's so easy to set up. We actually use both sets of poles to lift up on the sides to give us more room inside there. But I don't want to break this all down for you, but I'll show you some more pictures in this video. But yeah, it's real nice. We can get in and out of each side if we need to in the middle of the night. Easy to set up. We carry a not a Dyneema, but what's this stuff called? Tyvek sheet, ground sheet. We have used that every time, and it just prevents from sticks poking up and cutting the bottom of the Z-Pack. So this
Awesome piece of material.
this is like an insurance policy to not have water up inside your tent. And also it's a nice ground sheet to put your gear on, or to break out if it's there's a little rainstorm or something like that. We can, you know, get up underneath. So.
And that's the cool thing about having certain pieces of equipment, whether it's a small tool to something like that, because you want something that's going to be multi-purpose, you know, and you can find ways to use something more than 2 or 3 ways, and you know it's worth carrying whatever that might be. And that's a piece of material that we really
No, it's
really
next
like.
to nothing.
Yeah, it looks heavy, but it's nothing.
And you know, if we ever get tired of it, it's not. I keep it in with my tent on the back bottom side, outside of my pack, so it doesn't take up a lot of room on the inside of my pack. I don't think I could get it in there. So those are the big 3 that we've been using. We'll probably get some more hikes in maybe this fall, early spring. We're gonna try to get back out there and enjoy the weather while we can. When it's summertime here, we're in Arkansas, and it gets hot, and the bugs are really bad. The ticks and chiggers are very bad. So we're gonna try our best in the spring to get another short hike in, possibly. It'll be around here, so it's either the Ozark Highland Trail or the Ouachitas, the Ouachita Trail, and that's So those are two big trails that are national forests here in our state.
And actually it's a couple of things that I've mentioned it in a few of the videos past, but there's just a couple of items that I absolutely love when I'm hiking, and I can't say it enough, it's the trekking poles. The trekking poles for me are a godsend. I have bad knees, and I know I'm preaching to the choir to those of you who use them because you need them for medicinal purposes, but there are many people out there that don't use trekking poles when they hike, and that's fine. Young people too. I had a few chats with some young people asking me about trekking poles while we were on the trail.
Yeah.
And my best advice would be to anyone starting out who's going to be, especially putting some weight on your back and going up and down really steep steps or inclines, is to use trekking poles to prevent any issues that might happen with your back and your knees or your hips or ankles or whatever.
Yeah.
Take that load off. Going down hills, it's what, 600 something pounds?
Oh yeah, I know.
The formula there with on the pressure with the knees, you know, first of all, and it's just a wonderful thing to have. You learn how to use them going downhill. There's different ways. A good YouTube channel to research is Bigfoot. He does a really good video strictly on how to use your poles in different ways for different reasons, going uphill, downhill, and so on and so forth. And just by nature, I found that you know, me using them the way I need to use them just works for me. But I would suggest everyone out there, you know, invest in a good set of sturdy trekking poles. I had the Lecky
poles.
the Lecky brand.
I had the Black Diamond.
And they're lightweight.
Yeah.
And they're just they're my favorite thing to use on the trail. But my next favorite, because I do have feet issues, are my shoes. I've tried different types of brands of shoes, and everybody's feet are different, everybody's tastes are different, but the Salomon brand for me works great, and I have the low, mid, and high, you know, high boots, and the mids worked great this hike. I've been hiking in higher boots. I've hiked in Timberlands and Merrells and Hokas and Skechers, but
you got to try them out.
You got to try different brands out, and that for me worked fantastic, and it was worth all the extra weight on a boot like that for my feet. I've had 7 or 8 procedures done on my feet, and I've had bunion surgery, and all of you know your feet are really important. It's the major tool out there that you use to get you around.
Yeah, these
And,
are these are my Solomons.
Yep.
The 3D chassis and XA Pro 3D. So I probably put, I don't know, probably 100 miles or more on these prior to going out on the AT. So they were broken in really good. I have weak ankles, and I've been trying to get used to the low top or the low profile ones. And I've got to admit that I all out of all the 40 miles that we went on the AT, I didn't twist my ankle once. And these are so comfortable. They've got the quick lace, speed lace, whatever it's called. Got the Dirty Girl Velcro on the back, so I use that, and you've seen these in the videos. But and they dry quick because they're a mesh. But
And the tread on these shoes are awesome. I mean, the tread on my boot was fantastic going up and down those rocks.
Yeah.
And I was just showing
They
Pacemaker here how they just gripped so well.
Yeah, they're just sticky. And I'm saying that because
traction,
the traction was really
the
good,
tread
but
is there, but
when
the
the rocks
traction's-
get wet, that granite rock out there, it gets a little slippery. So you need all the grip you can get. So for us, the Solomon shoes are working really good. You know, just breaking them in, knowing what you like, how it fits your foot. We had people out there getting blisters. I'm not sure what she was wearing.
She had a good pair of shoes on.
Yeah, but they were
it's
too
just-
tight. There was a
weren't-
size probably
They weren't
small.
sized up, you know,
Yeah.
and we all know that it's best to go with a half size to a size larger because your feet will spread and swell and you need room in your toe box. And,
Right.
and you know, we all learn. We all have learned.
Yeah.
I've had blister my share in the past.
Yep.
And
Yep. Me too.
I know what not to do. This trip, our 40-mile trip, I went on ahead right at the beginning and I put some KT tape on the areas, excuse me, that I know I normally get a little bit of a hot spot on. And we didn't get a single blister.
No, I didn't get a blister, and
You
it
know,
was
and we,
regular
you know,
day
we just
out
took
there.
our time and
Yeah. Our feet.
didn't get wet feet.
Yeah, we changed socks when we
Yeah.
needed to, and
Aired our feet out, and
Yeah.
I kept my KT tape on actually for 2 or 3 days in a row, and then
Yeah,
replaced
that-
it once, but it was fabulous.
can't say enough about that. It'll stick on there, and I think to wrap things up, we gotta make mention of the shuttle service that we used out of Blairsville, Georgia. It was Don Ballard and Mary Baston. They have the hiker hangout down there in Blairsville. I guess it was about a year ago I bumped into Don on the Facebook pages and started coordinating this trip to go on the trail, and he gave me great advice, what he thought, you know, what he thought we could accomplish, and Mary actually did the shuttling, but Don was the one that did coordinations, so they did a wonderful job for
They were
us.
super
Yeah.
nice people.
Yeah, we pulled
Very
up into their
thoughtful.
yard, parked our car. They watched our car for free, and then took us from their house all the way to Winding Stair Gap. That was about 45 to an hour-minute drive,
Yeah.
and dropped us off, and we were off. So we also scheduled as you know by the videos, a resupply that we had, you know, put together, and we had it in a laundry basket, and they were able to bring it to us at Deep Gap. So, you know, for us to keep going with food, and we actually packed a little bit too much in food, but we're dialing that in as much as possible. But we wanted to make sure we had enough food out there. So they actually asked us if we wanted anything extra, you know, that they could get downtown, because we didn't plan
Yeah,
on
they were
going
gonna go to the
in.
store for us if we
And they
could get
did.
anywhere.
Yeah, they did. They bought us some. We requested bananas for some potassium and some fresh fruit, which was really helpful. And we just got resupplied.
Yeah, they were very.
She dropped it off. We actually was able to drop off stuff that we didn't need out of our packs and took on the food that we needed and kept going. So yeah, our plan was to go 7 days. We were cut short by strong weather coming in. We just didn't feel like it was right to stay out. We would have felt the pain staying out there.
But
so.
you know, it worked out. We were gonna hike from Sunday to Sunday, but we hiked from Sunday to Friday, and we have some friends in North Georgia. I'm sorry, they're West Central Georgia, 3 hours south of where we were. And I just called them up on a whim to see if we can come and visit. And we spent the rest of our vacation that Friday evening, Saturday, and Sunday with them.
Cozy
Actually
and dry.
hunkering down because we had tornadoes, you
Yeah.
know, there too. But it was all safe.
It was a good call. It was definitely a good call.
I don't regret it because it would have been awful being out there in such stormy weather, and yeah, we wouldn't have minded trying to figure out what our gear was going to be like in the rain. But you know, we didn't want to try it this time with tornadic winds coming. So we just we went down to see our friends and had a blast. So
Yeah, we did.
Our
We had a great time.
ended great. But back to Mary and Don, we love you guys and thank you so much. And we recommend them to anyone out there that's needing some help.
Oh yeah. Okay, well this wraps it up, and we'll try to post more videos in the future. I can't really guarantee much, but because we don't have anything planned. But we want to thank you for taking the time to watching our small adventure, going out to the AT. It was a blast for us. We loved it. Hope y'all enjoyed it too. Trying to get better on, you know, putting together the photos and the videos, and hope we
I'm
get
never
better.
comfortable as much as I rattle on in these videos. I'm never really comfortable seeing and hearing myself on video, and but we're doing the best we can, you know, with what we know, and trying to get better at that too. So my apologies too for if I move too quick in the videos, or I'm not talking loud enough, or if I'm not videoing slow enough. We're just learning.
Yep. So we're gonna say see you later. We will see you later. We promise we'll get another video out down the road on our next adventure. You can count on it.
On to the next adventure then.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.